got the email, the lineup's here. First time looking at it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Living by the F Word. For anyone new here, my name is Jess, and today I'm obviously going through the Groove Cruise Orlando 2022 lineup. Now, for anyone that's new here, Groove Cruise is my absolute favorite festival. Longtime Groove Cruiser. I've been sailing since 2013. I've done about 7 Miami or East Coast Groove Cruises. I've done 1 LA in 2014. This festival means so much to me. I will link a video as to why it means so much to me right up here so you could check it out. But for now, let's dive into this lineup that just dropped. All right, first up on the top tier, we have Claude Von Stroke. So I did predict this. I predicted a Dirty Bird takeover. I felt it in my body, in my bones. I don't know why. Groove Cruise is notorious for doing kind of like record label theme parties. And so I just kind of felt like they haven't had Dirty Bird on there yet. I just felt like, you know, they've been sailing for 18 years. They're going to try something new. And sure enough, Claude Von Stroke is #1 on this lineup. So if you're unfamiliar with his music and you're a house music fan, I don't really know what you're doing, but he is the leader, the founder of Dirty Bird Records, which is an amazing house music label. And there's a lot of other artists on his label on here as well, including his alter ego, which I will get into later. Moving on to the next artist, we have Closey. I am shook. I cannot believe Closey is gonna be on Groove Cruise. This is an amazing female French producer. I've seen her at Electric Forest. I have seen her at Envision Festival. I would not really think that her sound would be on a Groove Cruise lineup. I am just absolutely so thrilled. So for anyone that's unfamiliar, she kind of has this jungle house theme, in my opinion. She has a lot of samples of nature in her music. She also can kind of get a little bass house, in my opinion. I'm so blown away that Closey is gonna be on this lineup, and I could just kind of see her doing a cool, I don't know, sail away party, or I don't even know where they would put her on this lineup. So I'm really interested to see, once the set times come out, what type of set she will be performing. Okay, so for next up for the headliners, and I'll just dive into the 3 huge trance names first. So we have Ferry Corsten, Marcus Schultz, and then we have, formerly known as Dash Berlin, Jeffrey Sartorius is his name. So I just know him as Dash Berlin, but if you follow anything, you know that there's been drama going on with his whole name and everyone he used to play with. So he is now Jeffrey Sartorius. So I predicted Marcus Schultz just because he is longtime Groove Cruise family artist. He's been on for multiple sailings. So has Ferry Corsten and so has Jeffrey Sartorius. All 3 of them have been on Groove Cruise for years. And so I kind of knew that there'd be one of them as a huge trance artist, and I predicted Marcus Schultz just because he lives in Miami. I know him and his wife come on Groove Cruise and they actually stay the whole time. It's a vacation for them and they enjoy being with us and they're part of the family. Same thing with Ferry Corsten. He is so nice. I remember the first time I ever covered media for Groove Cruise on 2015, and I shared the stage with him inside the not the theater, but it was the atrium, and it was just such a feel good, oh my god moment, you know, this is Ferry Corsten, you know, full on Ferry from the Ibiza parties, long time trance staple. All 3 of these guys, I would say, are just completely amazing humans, #1, but #2, they've stayed true to their roots in trance, and so I just have a lot of respect for them, even though I personally am more of a house tech house person. Okay, next up for the big names, we have Gorgon City and Sophie Tucker. These are both DJ duos that have a really strong house feel. Sophie Tucker is up and coming. They've been killing it on their live streams. They recently just did an interview on the Festival Insider podcast and I was cracking up. They are so funny. I could just totally see them fitting in with the Groove Cruise family. I hope that they sail the entire time. I hope that they are going to be partying with us. I cannot wait to meet them. They just have such a good sound, and it's very unique. Their story is so unique with how they met in university and how they formed their DJ duo and how they started creating music together. So definitely go check out that episode of Festival Insider Podcast to learn more of them. Really excited to see them on this lineup. Now, Gorgon City, they also do collabs with Sophie Tucker, so it'd be really cool if like they go B2B, like what? That would be so cool. But like either way, like this is just like a really good roundup for the major headliners on this lineup. Okay, next up in like the second tier, I guess is how they have it divided, we have Barkley Crenshaw. And so this is Claude VonStroke's alter ego. It's kind of like his hip hop alter ego, which I thought was super interesting. So this just shows me that him and a lot of the Dirty Bird artists, since there's a Dirty Bird takeover stage, plus he's on here 2 times, he's gonna be on the boat the whole time. So he's gonna be partying with us, he's gonna be with us the whole time, and I could kind of see him like being on Scooter's hip hop party. So I haven't even looked at the undercard, but I could only assume that Scooter is on this lineup. Dombresky, hello. Amazing French producer, house music, absolutely great sound. This is like a pretty big name in my opinion. I'm kind of surprised to see it in the lower tier, but like I don't even know how tiers work, but just absolutely go check out Dombresky if you're gonna be on Groove Cruise. John Summit, Chicago House, absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for this lineup because there really are some really like new artists in my opinion that like I wouldn't expect, like that I did not predict at all. And it's like very exciting to me to see John Summit on this lineup. Up next, we have Mitis. I'm not very familiar with him. It says his subgenre is dubstep, so that is very surprising to me. And there are a few other artists on here that kind of have like that bass feel. Like I even said, like I was surprised to see Closey a little bit. And there's some other artists that have collabed with Closey on this lineup as well. So maybe there's gonna be some type of stage that has more of like a rhythm and bass vibe. I don't really know. I'm kind of surprised because Groove Cruise is very usually house, techno, and trance driven. So I'm not too sure about him. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry if I'm wrong to any Mitis friends out there. Sorry if you're watching. I don't really know and I'm not too familiar with his music, so let me know in the comments. And then also we have Walker and Royce, another house duo. This is like amazing. I just feel like there's a lot of good house. Obviously, like when I first went over like and glanced at the lineup, I was like, this is like a lot of trance. In my opinion, like I saw a lot of trance, but now that I'm actually like walking through it name by name, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of house on here. This is gonna be sick parties, really awesome. Excited to see them on this lineup. Okay, next up we have Adina Buttar. She is a vocalist that works with Marcus Schultz, if I'm not mistaken. She may also have worked with some of the other trance artists on this lineup. Typically, you will see Marcus Schultz bring on some type of vocalist, like Emma Hewitt's been on before. So there's been vocalists that come and do live performances in the theater with Marcus Schultz or whoever they collab with. So I could just see her kind of floating around among the trance artists that she's worked with. So that's really cool to see her on here. Alex Ander, I'm pretty sure he's a house artist. I'm not too sure. Some of these I'm really not too familiar with. So if you are, please let me know in the comments. I'm just trying to kind of breeze through who I do know or like what type of knowledge I know to kind of help you. But this is just kind of like my first initial reaction. So if I don't know too much, I'm sorry. But yeah, next up we have a MIDI. I think he's a vocalist too. I'm pretty sure he's a producer vocalist that works with trance artists as well, but I could be wrong. All right. Anthony Atala. Hello. Of course, Anthony Atala is on this lineup. He will always forever be on Groove Cruise lineups because he is the king of after hours. I even said this in my lineup prediction. You cannot have Groove Cruise without Anthony Atala. His record label, Incorrect Music, hosts all the after hours that are the best sunrise parties, the honestly best curated parties in my opinion. He works so hard to bring the best house and tech house artists to the lineup every year, and there's really not a lot of repeat offenders. Like it's always versatile and amazing. I would say the only repeat offenders are himself and Coco Drills because they're Groove Cruise staples, you guys. Like there is no Groove Cruise without those two. So Anthony Atala, believe, and you know what, if he watches this and he's gonna be like, really bitch, how long have you known me? He lives in Chicago, but he was brought up in Detroit, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, you have that nice Midwestern classic house vibes with Anthony, and he just is so amazing. He's done a lot of collabs with Gene Ferris, who's also on this lineup again, which is another prediction that I made. But yeah, he's done collabs with a lot of amazing artists, and he's just an amazing artist himself and has basically introduced me to so much great house music. He really like has shaped my musical taste because of his parties. So if you are new to Groove Cruise, you absolutely must go see Anthony Atala. Next up, Awakened. No idea, let me know in the comments. DJ Chus, I fucking knew it. This is another one that I predicted. So if you don't know who Chus is, you might be more familiar with Chus and Ceballos. They are a very famous Spanish DJ duo. They have a record label, Stereo Productions, and they also are pretty much, I would say, resident Groove Cruise DJs. Wouldn't say resident, but almost every other year, very much they are on the lineup. And so they split over quarantine, which was absolutely shocking to a lot of people, but they kind of just went on their own paths. I'm pretty sure, obviously, they are still amazing friends. They were a DJ duo for over 20 years. So of course, they're probably still amazing friends, but I had this feeling that Chus would be on this lineup. And so absolute like house music staple. If you don't know Chus and Ceballos, then what are you doing? All right, up next, Coco Drills. Of course, Coco Drills. Now, in my last lineup review before Groove Cruise 2020, I went on a whole tangent about how much I love Coco Drills, but I never really explained their subgenre because it's kind of difficult to explain. So basically, I would describe them as a tech house duo that has like Miami flavor. They are from Miami and they sample and kind of mix in pop, hip hop, and songs and tracks that you would never expect. They remix them. You know, I don't even know the correct terminology. Obviously, I'm not a DJ, so I'm not like very much a connoisseur about all this. So sorry if I'm saying anything that's making you cringe, but yeah, they are just absolutely amazing. They, to this day, hold my top set of all time from Groove Cruise Los Angeles 2014. It's my most memorable set of theirs. I have a lot of memorable sets of theirs actually on Groove Cruise, but that is like my all-time favorite, and I will link a video for you so you could check out why, but absolutely so amazing. It wouldn't be Groove Cruise without Coco Drills. Up next, we have David Penn. I'm not too familiar with his music, but he's from Madrid, Spain. My guess is that he has collabed before with Chus, maybe Chus and Ceballos. I would assume that he is like a house, tech house feel. I'm not too sure. Let me know in the comments. Just, you know, like I said, not too sure about everyone, so be easy on me if I say the wrong thing. I am just trying to give my initial first reactions here. Okay, the next two, Deepfake and 11. Not too sure about either. Deepfake, I literally have no clue. Okay, actually, correction. They are a techno artist. My friend just messaged me saying how fire this lineup is, and he said that Deepfake is basically what would make him send it because he's seen them on Insomniac parties and Insomniac festivals. And basically, I guess I didn't research them enough, but they are kind of like this mysterious DJ duo, and they're techno from Detroit. So I was way off with that, but yeah, he just messaged me.
Honestly, if you don't know who Deepfake is, like, you need to check them out.
11, I think they're a DJ duo. I think that they are more maybe house trance driven, like maybe trance progressive house. I don't really know too much about them, so let me know if you do. Adam, he was on Groove Cruise 2020. He is also a trance music artist. So trance fam, there is a lot of trance up in here. Like, I feel like there's like a lot of good trance that's going to be on this boat. So if you are a trance family member, you're gonna be loving this Groove Cruise. Okay, Felix Cartel. This is another house music artist, but I would kind of like think that he's more of like a deep house, kind of like chill house. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he kind of reminds me more of like a Nora and Pure type of vibe. That's kind of what I get from his music, but I could be wrong. I've never seen him live. That's the one thing about this lineup. I will say there's a bunch of artists that I have seen live, but then there's also plenty that I have not. So super exciting, like, to even think about like how much new music you could see, how much new music you could check out on this Groove Cruise. Gene Ferris, Fuck yes. I knew he would be back. He's been playing all these Groove Cruise pre-parties. He also has been doing all these collabs over quarantine with his record label Ferris Wheel Recordings, with Dirty Bird. So just the fact that I just knew that he would be on here. He is Anthony Atala's friend. They're both from Chicago, Chicago House. Absolutely amazing artist, amazing person. His set is one of my top 3 sets of all time. His set from Groove Cruise 2020 absolutely blew me away. The entire party was so sick, but his set was like unreal. Everyone said it was the best set. We knew he'd be coming back. We're so happy he's coming back. I am so excited that he's gonna be on this boat. And yeah, I'm just like thrilled because I think there's gonna be some really cool parties going on with him, Claude Von Stroke, Anthony Atala, Incorrect After Hours, Dirty Bird. There's gonna be like this whole like mix going on. That's gonna be so sick. Okay, up next we have Helene, if I'm saying that right. Looked her up, dubstep artist. Lots of dubstep on here. Like, I am very surprised. I'm just surprised. Like, you guys, I've been doing Groove Cruise for so long, and in 2020 they did have a stage that was kind of dubstep focused, but it was for one night. So this kind of seems like they're kind of trying to bring a little bit more of that to cater to people that love all different types of genres of electronic music. I mean, yeah, there's people that go on Groove Cruise that love bass music and want that change up. So I get it, but I'm just a little surprised. So if that's the type of genre she is, please let me know. I'm pretty sure after I looked it up, it said dubstep. So yeah, let me know. And after her, we have another female artist, Jay Wara. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but very excited to see a lot of female artists on this lineup. Excited to see her on this lineup. Cool house vibes. I have never seen her and I would love to check her set out. Okay, up next we have Joeski. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I think that this is gonna be a sunrise set, you guys. This sounds like Incorrect written all over it. This seems like this is Anthony Atala's doing. In my opinion, this seems like this is gonna be a dope sunrise set or Incorrect After Hours set at some point. House vibes, tech house. I could just see it happening. I could like kind of just feel it in the sound, and that is my guess on that one. Up next, Jordan Suckley? Sorry. I was like, wait, what was it? Trance artist, if I'm not mistaken, but not too sure. Okay, next to LP Giobbi and Maddie O'Neill, more female artists. Way to go, Jace, who does the bookings, the artist bookings for Groove Cruise. Lots of female talent on here. I'm just like really thrilled about this. LP Giobbi, she is a pianist and up and coming house music DJ. She was just playing at LBW in Texas, and she was on Festival Insider Podcast. A lot of these artists have been interviewed on Festival Insider Podcast. So I'm like, Emma, are you watching this video? Emma and MJ, are you guys watching this? Because look at this lineup. Okay, Maddie O'Neill, she's very versatile as far as I know. Like, I feel like she's house, hip hop, kind of like a good mix. Like, she's opened up for Grizz and like kind of like more of like that like kind of like funk house type of vibe, if that's even a thing. Like, sorry, I don't know the genres like that well. Like, I'm definitely not too talented when it comes to what the subgenres of house and all this stuff are. Like, I just do my best with like explaining like what kind of like little category they'd fall into, but not too sure, but would love to check her out. Mayor Levy, I don't know. Sorry. Some of these I definitely will not know. Mayan, I don't think I know. Nala, I think she's Dirty Bird. Another female artist. Awesome. No Pants Party. That's Brian Lubliner. So that's what I think No Pants Party is Brian Lubliner. I would assume that's his like No Pants Party, but that's like a party and not an artist. And these are all artists. So like, I'm kind of confused by that. This is what I'm gonna look at like at After Hours one day. What up, editing Jess here. So the No Pants Party actually is a female DJ duo. Correction, I got really confused because Brian Lubliner does a No Pants Party, but it's actually a female DJ duo that I obviously don't know too much about. So more females on this lineup. Let's go. Pax house music DJ duo. Awesome. Steve Darko, another Dirty Bird artist. So like, we've got some like really good house up in here. Trevecta, I don't really know, and Recno, I have no idea, so let me know in the comments. So now I'm gonna get into the what is known as the Undercard, but I feel like if anyone else does a lineup review, they probably would not be too familiar with some of these artists. However, I very much am, and I'm going to talk about all of them. So let's get into the undercard here. Adam Scott. Oh, first Adam Freck. Sorry, Adam. Two Adams. Both Adams. You gotta love both Adams, okay? Adam Freck, he is house music DJ. Adam Scott is trance music DJ. Both Groove Cruise staples, have been Groove Cruise support for years. Brian Lubliner, he is who I just talked about, No Pants Party. Also kind of like a fun house music set. His company is We're Never Going Home, which he started in Ibiza when he didn't want to go home, and now it's turned into this whole party on Groove Cruise, which is absolutely amazing. I would kind of classify him in the house, progressive house category, just high energy, so much fun. I mean, if you don't know who Brian is, then have you even Groove Cruise before? He is so much fun to party with. I've known him for years. We're both from New Jersey, so absolutely fun guy. Go check him out. Dave Nen, Daxton, I'm sorry, I actually do not know who they are. I'm sorry in advance. Please no one get offended if I don't know who the artist is. Like, I can't know everyone, you know what I mean? I'm just like doing my best here, so I'm sorry if you guys are watching this. Disco Pretty, they are a DJ duo that consists of Keith Christopher and Jenny Disco. They are a couple, and they are both amazing house music DJs that are always on Groove Cruise, and they also DJ together as Disco Pretty, so that's who that is. Doc Brown, one of my favorite DJs and producers ever. He has been killing it on the live streams, you guys. Like, Unlearned Records on Unlearned Sundays and on Wednesdays. He absolutely has been killing it. Him and his girlfriend Lauren put so much work into these live streams, and it's honestly like been one of my favorite things and favorite streams of quarantine is going to Unlearned Sundays with Doc Brown. So that's his record label, is Unlearned Records. Absolutely has so many unreleased tracks. Like, why do you have so many unreleased tracks that like no one knows about? So amazing, absolutely great person, great guy. He, I believe, won the DJ contest, I want to say in like 2011 or 2012, and he's been on Groove Cruise ever since. I've used his music in Groove Cruise after movies that I've done. Absolutely just love his sound, and I'm going to request this, Jason B, Jace, whoever puts the lineup together, the set times together, whoever's watching this, can Doc Brown get like an extended set? I think like my first Groove Cruise, he had a 6-hour extended set, but can we get a Doc Brown extended set? Because his streams on Twitch, go check him out. I will leave his link in the description below. He streams for 12 to 13 hours a day, and it is sick. It is so good. So just a request. Thanks. All right, up next we have Dose, another house music, tech house music, Groove Cruise staple, Drums of the Sun. Hello. Of course they're going to be on here. I predicted this as well. Like, of course I was going to predict all the Groove Cruise family artists. So like basically a lot of these people have been on Groove Cruise and have shaped Groove Cruise throughout the years, and they're like always going to be support and always going to be on the lineup in my opinion. And Drums of the Sun is one of them. So they are also a very interesting duo. It is DJ Luis Vasquez, and then we have Bam Bam Buddha, who's a percussionist. So he does live drums, and they have such a unique sound, and their parties are amazing. They did their first Drums of the Sun like stage last year, and it was so amazing. It like just had like this drum circle vibe, and the moon had like a halo, and it was like just a circle, and it was so sick. Like, they've been on Groove Cruise for a long time. I've known both of them for a long time. They are great people, great sound. You have to go check them out. Up next, we have Evan Mark, another homie. Like, you guys, like, when you go on Groove Cruise, you will meet all these people, and you will go to their sets because they just are so amazing. They're amazing people with amazing sound. So Evan Mark has house music energy and high energy. I feel like his energy is always so like uplifting. Like, he's always smiling, he's always happy, he's always grateful for the people that are there listening to his music. Grub and Hosapian, I always say their name wrong. They were on Groove Cruise 2022. I believe they're a trance duo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. Okay, Jenny Disco, aka J Disco. My memory card got full, my bad. Creator fail moment right there. But J Disco, been in the game for a long time, okay? Another amazing female house artist, and in my opinion, probably one of the first female house artists on Groove Cruise. She's been sailing for as long as I can remember. way before I've been sailing. If you're watching this, Jenny, when was your first groove cruise? Let me know. I really want to say like she's been on the lineup since like 2008 or something, like very long time. Amazing house music artist, originally from the Midwest. So if you're from the Midwest, you know who Jenny Disco is. Absolutely amazing soul and amazing person, and my friend as well. So definitely go check her out. All right, we got Jetpack, Team Jetpack. Okay, this is another kind of like, you're gonna hear me say Groove Cruise staple like probably a million times with this entire undercard because it's the truth. Like these people are always gonna be on Groove Cruise. So Team Jetpack is this kind of like, well, it's kind of like a really fun immersive experience is how I would explain it. So they DJ, but then they have a bunch of people that wear sound backpacks on their back. So they're essentially like portable DJ party. And so they usually bring their jetpacks off the boat. Once the boat docks, they will like lead everyone to the party and then they'll lead people back. And like, it is absolutely insane. Like it is so much fun. And like, you are just seeing all these people with huge speakers. Like people that aren't on the cruise are always like, what is going on? It is so sick. All right, up next, Keith Christopher. He won the DJ contest. I want to say it was 2015. I have an after movie that I actually need to transfer over onto this channel. It is on my personal channel and I need to work on getting a lot of my after movies over here. So maybe I will post that this week, but I featured him a lot because he just has such a versatile like collection of music and really, really fun to be around. Also, another friend of mine, been going to WMC, Groove Cruise, like all these parties with him and his girlfriend, Jenny Disco, for a long time. So definitely go support him, her, and Disco Pretty. Up next, we have Christina Sky. Like, how is she even like all the way at the bottom here? Like all these people that are in the undercard literally are so amazing. Like I just can't even like stress to you, like, and they're so like little, and I just feel like you guys need to understand how amazing these artists are. So Christina Sky, another Groove Cruise family staple. Like I swear, like she has been on so many Groove Cruises. I remember the first time I saw her on my first Groove Cruise, 2013. It was on the Norwegian Sky, like in that Dazzles. Anyone remember that? Like the little Dazzles theater. It was so small and like kind of sweaty because like there were so many people. But yeah, she is a very talented DJ and producer, very well known to be working with trance artists, and she's a trance music artist, but she also is very versatile. Like she can play a really good house set. Like I've seen her play a really great house set before. So absolutely love to see Kay Sky on here. She has a great energy. She's a great person. And yeah, I'm really happy to see her on here. Okay, up next, Queso Fresco, also Laser Assassins. I know that they've been on this lineup before. I'm not too familiar with them. Sorry, once again, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Lizzie Curious, more female artists, yes. Yo, so many female artists. Now, if you don't know Lizzie Curious, she is just, oh my gosh, like I could just feel her energy right now as I'm talking about her. She is such a pure soul. She is so amazing. So she is a vocalist. She's also a DJ and producer. She has so many tracks out with Scotty Boy, who is another Groove Cruise family DJ, long resident of Groove Cruise, and she just has like this amazing house music vibe and personality, and her sets are just magical, so definitely go check her out. Lucio, another GC fam, resident artist, okay? He is from the Miami area, I'm pretty sure. He does do trance, but he's also very versatile, okay? His pre-party set from 2020, he fucking killed it. It was a house music set. I was blown away. Like, very versatile DJ. So like, I think that's like what's amazing about some of these artists is that like, you can't really like group them into a subgenre. Like some people, you just really don't know what type of set you will get from them on Groove Cruise. And that's what's so amazing about Groove Cruise. And a lot of these artists is like, I could try to tell you who I think or what type of set or genre they'd fit into, but like really you just don't know, because once you're on that boat, like, and you feel the crowd, like their set could definitely change. So anyway, went on a whole tangent there after Lucio, but yeah, definitely check him out. Luke Alexander, I don't know, I'm sorry. Nathan Bliss, I don't know. Nomad Signal, don't know. Rizzo Vassallo, they are a DJ duo, Groove Cruise fam staple. They have been going on Groove Cruise for a long time. They do a lot of the silent disco parties, which are so much fun. They also have sets in the casino. Like you'll see them around the boat. Great people. Up next, Scooter and Lavelle. Also, these guys have just been in the game for so long, you guys. Like, they also have been on Groove Cruise, I'm pretty sure, from like probably the first one, which was in 2004. I might be wrong with that, but really, like, they have been in the scene for so long. Scooter and Lavelle, they're a DJ duo, okay? And really high energy, house music, amazing. But they also perform separately as well. So Lavelle Dupree, he will do a lot of house music sets for WMC, and on his own on Groove Cruise, he's played Incorrect After Hours before. So, you know, house music for Lavelle. And then Scooter, very talented, also DJ that does hip hop. He does his hip hop parties every year, and they are off the hook. They are always packed out. He always curates an amazing lineup for these hip hop parties, which is why I think Claude Von Stroke's alter ego, Clay, whatever it is, his alter ego might be on that lineup, like for the hip hop party. So definitely check them out. Really great guys. Scotty Boy, it would never be Groove Cruise without Scotty Boy. He hosts Groove Cruise Radio, so he does a radio show every week for Groove Cruise. He has been going on Groove Cruise for as long as I remember, and he also has a deep house brunch party that he does in LA, and also kind of moved to Vegas, and he's kind of all over the place. Longtime Las Vegas DJ, but currently resides in Los Angeles and has been on Groove Cruise for a long time. The way I would describe his sets are just like really like classic house, but also like mixed with like progressive house. Like there's a lot of energy there and a lot of fun at Scotty Boy sets. And then he does usually do a deep house brunch party, which you'll see like Drums of the Sun, Lizzie Curious. Like you'll see a lot of these artists on his deep house brunch parties, and lots of really good house music with Scotty Boy. Shannon Williams, another OG Groove Cruise family artist, been sailing probably since the first one. I think he's from Michigan, has known Jason B, the owner, for years, and he's a house music artist as well, and has been on probably every lineup that I've ever seen. So you definitely have to check Shannon out. Really great guy. Also, we have Tiso, more female artists in house. So Tiso, also from the Midwest, house music, amazing vibes. Always has this shirt on that says "No boys in the booth." I love it. So definitely go check her sets out. Then we have Trance Jesus. Gotta have Trance Jesus. He's also always on this lineup. Amazing guy, amazing person. Went to Envision Festival in 2020 with him and his wife, and they are Groove Cruise family, and they're just amazing people. Go check him out. Also, obviously, Trance Jesus. I think you could kind of figure out what type of set he'll be. And then also we have Yokai. I knew Yokai would be back, you guys. I was thrilled when I saw them on the lineup in 2020. I was so stoked to see them. These guys are great people, and they are definitely up and coming. Like, trust me, they should be on your to watch list, like, for sure. If you don't know who Yokai is, they are Orlando natives. I knew that they would be on here, and I'm so excited to see them back because they're now part of the Groove Cruise family. Great house music. They got tracks that are getting played on Sirius XM, and amazing guys. So that is the lineup review. Holy shit, I feel like this video was so long. Such great variety here. Really, really great variety here. We have a lot of house music. We have a lot of trance, as always. Gonna be such a fun party. Don't forget, you could use my discount code FWORD to save. This is going to sell out, you guys. It's already 77% sold out. It is 100% going to sell out quick now that this lineup dropped. I will leave my Groove Cruise videos playlist in the description below. Groove Cruise is my favorite. It's how I really started creating content on my blog, Living by the F Word. It is just like a festival that has shaped me and changed my life and changed so many people's lives. So if you're thinking about doing it, just fucking do it. You will get hooked. You will get addicted. It is absolutely amazing. I will see you there, hopefully. Time will tell. I don't know what's going on with my job, but if I don't, make sure you subscribe down below, like this video, comment, you know the drill. Please, please, please support my channel. It would mean the most to me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.